everyone and welcome back. It's been a week since I began reworking my VR medieval life simulator from scratch, and I'm really excited to share the progress with you. But before we dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to all the new subscribers and all the members of our Discord community. The feedback has been overwhelmingly positive and I truly appreciate your support, so thank you. Now let's jump right into it. I started with the proper project setup. I used Meta's official template, which came pre-configured with application Space Warp. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's basically a technology that helps keep the experience smooth. If the headset struggles to maintain a high frame rate, Space Warp steps in to fill in the gaps by generating extra frames, reducing lag and making everything look more fluid. It's especially useful when trying to optimize performance for devices like Meta Quest. To get a feel for the world, I created a test island map. For the first few days I was experimenting with the settings, balancing visuals and performance for the Meta Quest standalone build. Using Unity's universal render pipeline and Space Warp has been a game changer. Now I can finally bring my vision of an open world medieval life sim to life, which is something that I couldn't achieve in the old project on the built-in render pipeline. Once I got the test map to a good place, I imported the player controller and began working on a full VR body. I also gave myself this cool armor, just for fun. Don't worry, this will not be the starting gear, it's more of a placeholder. I also added footstep sounds that change depending on the terrain, which adds more immersion to the experience. Next, I wanted to populate the world with some animals, so I added a deer with basic AI. The deer will run away when the player gets close, but it looked very stiff at first when moving around. So I spent a few hours fine-tuning the inverse kinematics and procedural spine animation, which made it look a lot more natural, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Once I've had some animals roaming around, I knew we had to be able to hunt them, so I added a bow. The bow will spawn the arrow automatically for now, but this will change once I implement a way to craft them. I made the deer into a ragdoll with a separate collider for each body part, so the arrows can accurately detect collisions. I also added blood decals, particles and a sound effect on impact, and I'm really happy with how all these elements came together. I guess I still need to configure the joint limits though. To lay the groundwork for crafting system, I made sticks and stones and spawned a bunch of them randomly all over the island. I also added some mushrooms that we can eat, although the only thing they will do for now is just play a sound effect and disappear. Then I added a backpack so the player can collect all of these items. So that's what I've managed to accomplish in just 1 week. Now let me quickly walk you through my goals for the next week. First, I'm going to add the ability to skin dead animals. That will give us loot like meat, bones and hides. Next, I plan to start the crafting system with some basic tools like hammer and axe. I'm also going to begin developing the building and object placement system that will allow us to construct things like crafting tables, tanning racks and other workstations. Another key task is adding item stacking in the backpack, which is missing right now. Finally, I'd love to implement tree chopping. This is a big system and might take more than a week to complete, but I will definitely have something to show in the next video. I'm very excited for all these features and I hope you are too. I would love to hear what you think about the progress I've made so far and what features you would like to see me work on next, so please let me know in the comments. I'll be uploading these devlogs every Sunday, so if you're interested in following the development, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Your support means a lot and it keeps me motivated to bring this game to life. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next Sunday.